So, tell me, who are you?
My real name is Mirsad Čaušević. They call me Papaloo.
My name is Adnan Kekić. Today we'll be discussing the social media personality Papaloo. Papaloo was born in 1958 and grew up in Prijedor, Bosnia. He thrives to be known as a hip-hop legend and is loved by many in the Bosnian American community. He will share with us his hobbies, his motivation, and who he truly is.
They call me Papaloo because I love hip-hop, and hip-hop is my hobby like years and years. I mean, of course I would like to be successful and you know, have like more money and stuff like that. But I don't know, I kind of feel like people have no clue what they're doing. I have one song, Illegal Smiles, like I don't know how many years ago, 6-7 different languages in one song. I don't know any rapper in the world who have something like that. I mean, I'm not bragging or something. I'm just saying the truth. See, like, I didn't have a clue about it until I came to America. Then one day I was like walking. I used to live in trailer, by the way. I don't know, 5-6 years, I have no clue. So I was walking around and I had a CD, I think, from 50 Cent. It's like, I mean, I don't know how people gonna look that, you know, but I'm not even sure. Like when I heard him, that sounds so cool to me. Then I told myself, like, why I'm not dumbass, maybe, you know, like I can do something about it. You know what I'm saying? When I remember, like when I started doing it, I really was feeling like dumbass. Like, oh my God, like I was like, how come I can't do something? You know what I mean? So that pissed me off, and so I was going further and further. Never give up. That's what my parents teach me a long time ago. Never give up. So I never give up. So for example, when I was going shortcut from the Langley Road where I used to live to Target, buy something, I would be rapping, you know, that way and back, and so every day, you know, and night, and sometimes maybe people were thinking I'm crazy when they see me on the street, you know, maybe they were thinking I'm talking to myself or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was like just a practice, you know. And by the way, I don't do just only hip hop. I know like I'm able to, beside rap, I'm able to sing too, especially Bosnian song. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like rock and roll, like narodna muzika, what we call like folks music. I mean, I was born in Croatia and, you know, going almost every summer to visit my grandpa, grandma, my uncle, my auntie, stuff like that, you know, relative. Because of some kind of bad situation, my parents had to move from Croatia to Bosnia. They wasn't at first in the place named Prijedor where I grew up. They were first in something what we call Bosanska Dubica. You know, my father was, by the way, born there. My mother was sick, so they moved to Prijedor. And we stayed there. I finished elementary school, high school, stuff like that. I actually finished for the diesel mechanic, but I never was working there. I mean, it's freaking stinky shit, and you know what I'm saying? Always oily, greasy bullshit. I was born to be director or something. I swear to God, it's not bragging bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Somewhere where you really use your brain, not like dying, you know. You have freaking stuff like, you know, I'm not against it, you know. I have a lot of friends, mechanics, like Checho, Nejo, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, I like more like put some suit and, yeah, like you know, talking to me right now, like feeling probably like a director or something.
Do you want to be like get into film and be a director?
I mean, if I would have a chance to be a like director of a movie, because I saw who knows how many movies in my life.
Yeah.
I think I would be great director.
What's your favorite type of movie?
Action.
Action. Best movie that you think?
I'm gonna tell you some of like actors I like. Like Sylvester Stallone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. I mean, I would first put Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, then Sylvester Stallone. But anyway, I'm not gonna put them in order, you know. Then like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Jason Statham, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Bruce Lee, you know, legend. I mean, you know, like, who still, sometimes, you know, even you know a lot, sometimes you can't, like, remember everything. Oh, Dolph Lundgren, he was Ivan in that movie. Remember that his name was Ivan, he was a Russian boxer. Okay.
So did your parents ever support your hip hop stuff? Like, were they also like into music or not?
My father died before genocide in Bosnia and Herzegovina in my city, named Prijedor, like I said. Father died from throat cancer, and like my mom died like 1 year, couple months ago. I mean, first morning after last Christmas. She had a cancer, but I didn't know she had cancer.
What happened? Oh, the hood?
Put this on yourself. This hood is funny. Okay, is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. I was just gonna have you walk and then we'll do that.
Turn your back or go toward you?
I'll turn your back, we're just gonna have you walking.
Okay. Wow. I should run and catch the squirrel. Hey, I never saw more squirrels than here in Waterloo.
Oh yeah?
Waterloo is full of squirrels. Hey. My parents, you know, they were like cool people. They were just like, don't bring them cops home, everything is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make cops like knock on our door and like do whatever you want to do, and don't make like a woman pregnant. Too early, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they were cool, you know, like, they understand things, but they didn't have a clue about it. You know, my father was listening to Sevdah, and, you know, Sevdah is traditional Bosnian music. My father was hard worker, you know. On the end, he was like truck driver, driving truck for company. But he was a person with skills. He was able to do a lot of things, like welding, for example, cutting pieces. You know that. I mean, you know when somebody is like kind of like born with the skills, praying just to finish high school. You know, but he was like so want to see me like in college. Even he was like middle class. You know, wasn't poor, just middle class. His dream was to see me like college educated and stuff. I was city boy day and night on the street, and you know, with everyone knew me. My college, my knowledge, Hakai Community College. Look at this. Can you read this, motherfuckers? Hakai Community College. Yeah, call me encyclopedia of the knowledge. I mean, I am like person who is interested about different kind of music. I call it like different kind of fields of music, you know. Like, for example, like I know something about Bosnian Sevdah, then I know like a little bit of the rock and roll. I'm talking about from Balkans. American music I was listening a long time ago, like Janis Joplin was my favorite female singer. She died from heroin. And Jimi Hendrix too, a little bit, you know, like from Bob Marley when I was in studio, you know what I'm saying? Like a little part. Then what I want to say, hip hop, like I told you, when I used to live in trailer, I heard 50 and I'm like, I mean, you know, like he's not any smarter than me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like why I wouldn't try something, you know, like city boy, grew up with people like him. I guess I can do something, so I'll try, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And people love my shit. Like that, you know, that song like, what is the name? Illegal Smiles. When I was in front of Karma Bar, one American guy asked me like, are you Papaloo? I say, yes I am. He says, do you have that song with 6, 7 languages, something like this, 7 or more? He says, I told him, yes I do. And he says, I have my computer in Karma Bar. Can I just go check it out? I'm like, go ahead, you know, like it's your computer, not mine, you know. So when he got out, he says, man, this is amazing. He was first looking at me, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this one? Staring at me. Then he said, that's amazing. I can't believe this. I guess I'm smart, I told him. I don't know. Probably if I would like concentrate, maybe I would be able to go like 10 languages. You know, like gypsy, like they do that song. Ilamande korkoro, kaisembela chororo. Then, for example, like Shaban Šaulić, like Lagaleba bila u crnoj noći, leteli morem, a bura je bila, vetar je baci na jednu stenu, on tu osta, slomim krila. Then I go. I don't do just like folks music. I do hip hop too. Papaloo, Waterloo, 319. I'm still rolling. I exist. Euro-American hip hop beast. What up west? What up east? North and south. I'ma open my mouth and freak you out. As a freak, Eureka, Christopher Columbus, America, Erika, hip hop, and Atlanta, my mother and my sister, Sena, come Karina, Tequila, Guerrilla, Baracho reminds me of disco match. Iowa, Papaloo, 319 is still rolling. For example, like a little bit like rock and roll, like Proljeće na moje rame sliče, Đurđevak zeleni, Đurđevak zeleni, svima osim meni. You know, see, I made things like, I was too deep in love with sport. I was like very good soccer player and basketball player. Then plus I know how to swim. Then like, but I was drinking a lot as a teenager and popping pills and smoking weed and, you know, sniff snow. I was doing a lot of bullshit. Well, I never had problems with cops. I was thinking probably because one cop who grew up with me was living in same building, because I remember a long time ago when in front of my building where I used to live, where I grew up, was park. So we were sitting on the bench across his window and we were so freaking high. So he opened the window and he was like, Mirsad, because Mirsad is my real name. Mirso, he says, that is kind of like braco, which means little brother. So he says like, can you just like keep it down a little bit? I'm like, would you keep it down if you're freaking high as fuck? You know, then he was laughing, the detective. I came to America from Croatia. There was my family, you know, my mom, my sister, children, and her husband. And I have the other relatives in Croatia. I was born in Sisak.
Oh.
You know, I like to say, I wasn't talking in my song something like Sisak ain't suck. Like Sisak gotta half pack, half B.I.G. What I wanna say. So I was in Pula, Croatia. That is like, you know, Pula is like harbor ship company there too. I was in Zagreb, I think, on some kind of control, you know, like So I mean, America was my dream.
Yeah.
When I was child, I was always going to cinema and to kino. We say kino, and was so happy watching cowboys, Indians, crime and shit. I don't know what. Love film, love action. I hate something which is too slow. That is the same like if you're smoking weed. Some weed make me feeling like I'm going to basement. I like killer, and that keeps you up, keeps you feeling good, and like you can't screw your intelligence. I mean, you can like make mistake. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? I have one question. Show them večera. Good. Right? Someone coffee. Coffee? Good. Šta još ima? Good. All of it good. All of it. Let's turn on coffee. Coffee. Over there. Oh. Benenko. Peace. Peace to Benenko. This is what I like. Frondi. No, that was Napolitanka. Gdje Frondi? Frondi. Ja volim onaj drugi, ali dobri i ovaj. Tam ću staviti. Ok. Šta još ima da ja volim? Ovo. No, not this one. This one. This one. Good. That's it, right? People gonna ask like, why you didn't buy anything, right?
Well, what year did you come to America?
December 1996. You know what I want to say? First of all, I really don't want to talk about it. Going through hell, I was going through genocide. Can you imagine I was in genocide till 1994? There was 3 enemy camps. People were in the camps beating, torturing, doing who the hell knows. Women was raping, girls was raping, and that's chaos. But like you must say something so people don't repeat something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Smart people never gonna do that again. I'm not a hater. If someone would ask me, would you go to war? I would never go to war. But like I'm not a like pussy, so you know what I'm talking about. Not coward. If my people go, I go. I mean, now I don't know. If somebody would call me like now, 65 years old, I'm gonna be in June. I don't think so. I would think I'm old for that stuff. I can't complain about my physical condition and stuff. I hate wars. I had here offer couple times they were sending me the paper to go to army college. By the way, I raised 3 girls, American girls. They are like women today. But what I want to say, like, of course, I love them and they love me too and stuff like that. And, we are still friends because I don't want to be a jerk. Like, I spent with you 21 years, like I'm gonna turn my back to you. I'm still a person, I'm a kind of person, if I have a half of bread, right? I'll cut half and give it to you, live myself. I was raised to not talk about me. My mother always saying, Father, you don't say, people gonna notice who you are and read you. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with her, but not really. In America, in my country, I was raised like, don't ever say you are smart. In America, people say I am smart. You know what I'm saying? Because, my mother was thinking it is kind of like a bragging. So I don't know. But sometimes parents making mistakes too, kind of, maybe you would be more open, more free, maybe you were like super intelligent, but you didn't know. You know what I'm talking about? Because they were always like my father, drinking relative, you know, you would be like, kind of like, shut up, dumbass, or something. You know what I'm saying? And you as a child, maybe you think you're a dumbass or something. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Then you like, I had a relatives in San Francisco, so I was like few months with my auntie. Was working in some company for nothing, man, like making some skateboards and stuff, you know. We didn't, on that area where I was working, it was freaking dusty, and I was like working, I made the figure of skateboard with some special machine. I was working hell of a fast, and you know, when boss came and saw how I'm working skills, he was, man, you're good, you know what I mean? Because that is not easy. First of all, even if you would work slow, it's not easy. I was working just like, I don't know, I feel like the world should legalize marijuana. The truth is, I mean, you know, I'm proud of myself. I mean, I was papa to that 3 girls I raised. Mm-hmm. They had a father in this city. I think he's still in this city. Can you imagine that? And I was bigger father to them than him. I know that for sure. Say, and he was rich. Me, no rich. So me and Gina were struggling, fighting. I mean, you know, I had a Cadillac, Fleetwood. I smashed it, you know, a long time ago because of drinking and stuff. You know Bosnians, people. There is no Bosnian not drinking. Do you know any? But see, now you know me. I'm fifth month I didn't drink even.
Oh, good job.
Proud of me. Everyone is proud of me. What I wanna say, you know, like, what still you interested for? So I'm papa to them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, so I was like, Waterloo, short is Lou.
So it just came from Waterloo.
Yeah, but I kind of like, I put it like one word, Papaloo.
Yeah.
Maybe Papaloo would be like Bruce Lee. A long time ago, my mother told me, you have no clue how hilarious you are. But I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And I don't push it, and I never tried to do something, you know, like check out myself, you know, comedian fields and stuff like that. Can you imagine, like, speak languages like Latino? Listen this, like you can say first something like Orale, hola, viva la raza. Mi casa su casa, que paso vato mucho trabajo, poco dinero. Here comes Bastian G, Bastian Bandolero. Give me that cannabis and sombrero. Dios amigo, Dios amiga, hasta la vista, baby. And you can say stuff like, you know, mucho hermosa. Mucho hermosa, that means like a lot of brothers. No, a lot of beautiful. Mucho trabajo, poco dinero. That means working hard, but for easy money. Then you can say mucho caliente. That is like too hot, sunny day, and you are somewhere on the beach, like Acapulco, Mexico, or the other one where they always going. What is the name of that? Cancun. My brain is like great, but sometimes I have stuff like when I wanna like it's more I wanna reach some word. That word kind of like just sliding somehow. You know what I'm saying? So do you want me like do something quickly like nikad ne prestajte pušiti travu, dignite vašu ospanu glavu. Don't ever stop smoking weed, don't ever stop smoking weed, lift up your sleepy head. Then you go like Bastian, nikad ne prestajte pušiti travu, dignite vašu ospanu glavu. Vidjet ćete da sam u pravu, uhvatit ćete za pravu bravu, ne mislite na san, mislite na javu, nikad ne prestajte pušiti travu. Ako živite u gradu, pušite travu, idite na paradu. Ako živite na selu, muzite kravu i pušite travu, ne zaboravite da udišete frišku havu. Okay, what is now German? You can go like, I'm just expressing knowledge, right? Remember something from school. First of all, I can say like, ich liebe Deutschland. That means I love Deutschland. Ich habe, du hast, sie es hat. Wir haben, hat, sie haben. Then I remember like 2 songs, short songs, which I made like, you know, with the beat, my way. Like, der Winter, der ist da, wie wir Kinder lustig lachen, wenn wir einen Schneemann machen. Der Winter, der ist da. Then another one. Eine Maus, eine kleine Maus ist im Haus, lauf hinaus, eine kleine Maus. Good morning, they say, Good morning. Then you say like a nice day, they say guten tag. Then they say good abend, we say good evening. Italia amore mia, like, then you can say, they say bella Italia, it means beautiful Italy. Piano pianissimo, forte fortissimo, bravo bravissimo. Buongiorno, io sono Papa, buonasera signorina Bella. You welcome under my umbrella if you know how to spell Amacuta, Laila, Nigella, Ela, Morella, Maros, Amnesty, Solabella, Dalmatia, Vino, Split. I'm never gonna give up, I'm never gonna quit. That is the mix, like little bit Italian, a little bit like Croatian, you know. What language we did do? We did Latino, we did German, we did Italian, we did Bosnian, we did, we can do a little bit French. Bonjour mademoiselle, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? She says ce soir, excusez-moi, oui papa, I said au revoir, merci beaucoup, je t'aime mon amour. Iowa hometown, Waterloo, G-Rap per Papaloo, West Side, West Pride, Iron Height, I just live in basement and I need emergency replacement. I'm a science statement for a kafala or whatever, I'm a smart and clever. I'm on the street and I'm in college, you don't have to call me by the name, just call me encyclopedia of the knowledge. So, what still we should do? We did Gypsy, we did German, little bit Russian, you know, like sorry America, but this is like old school, I learned it long time ago, some words. Maybe Mila Kunis, remember Mila Kunis, just couple of words. You should go like this. Что это, что такое, как тебя зовут, как твоя фамилия? Моя фамилия из Mirsad Čaušević in Bosnia. You know what I'm saying? Od negdaj lepe so, ljubljanke slovele, bat lepše od Urške bilo ni nobene. Nobene očem bolj zaželene, v času ni cvetje dekleta na žene. So what I wanna say? Bosnian, Italian, German, Gypsy, Slovenian, French. Did I forget something? Russian. Prođe i ta ladna duga zima, male laste vratile se s juga. Gledam ljude sretne oko mene, a u mojoj duši neka tuga, a u mojoj duši neka tuga. Mirela, 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 kome ću ruže da dam, vrati se moja Mirela, ne mogu više sam. You know, but I go like this. Джепротаид нахлага дума зелема стала телевра с гаю. Давле да лют не срел конеме, а ой мош иду канегату. Then I go, relami, 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 meko ću žeru da dam, ti vrasa jamo relami, nego mrševi sam. It is the same song. No, it's interesting. That's how we used to talk, like Macedonian, they go like, how they go? Jovano, Jovanke, tvoja ta majka mori tebe ne te pušta, kako bi da dojdam dušo srce moje Jovano. I wanna mention that Guinness, World Book of Records. I guarantee there is no rapper who knows more languages than me. And you can even this what you rap, you can even Papaloo, Waterloo, 319, I'm still rolling, then I can go Papaloo, Waterloo, 319, I'm still rolling. That means just like creativity, how you feel it. Did I work with musicians? No, I mean, the person I was working with who made my 2 albums, who produced my 2 albums, is a real rapper too. Like they call him lyrical. Studio says studio where the thoughts become things. But there is a lot of scams. Person would say this is M, right? Mm-hmm. But that's not M. That is scammer who wanna get your information and stuff.
Yeah.
And you, I mean, I'm not naive, but sometimes something is just pushing me, desire. You know what I'm saying? I wrote a couple times, check out that song Illegal Smiles. I wanna hear your opinion. What do you think about that song? What is your opinion about that song, by the way? Like I said, and I was drunk and high when I made it. You know, probably it's better when you're sober, you know, I'm talking about. I mean, maybe if you would just have shot or two, okay? All right, so what do you want me to say more? Like, I love whiskey, wine, beer. My favorite beer is expensive beer. For example, I don't know if that's expensive for someone or not, but I love Budweiser and I love Bud Light. Bud Light is my favorite, it's like a milk, smooth. I never forgot Bosnia Rakia, and I love whiskey. And my favorite whiskey is Kentucky Bourbon. Cheers and peace. Kentucky Bourbon, the name is a Long Branch. Long Branch or Long Branches, something like that. I think Long Branch. And what I want to say. So say hello to Kentucky and the rest of America. Papaloo, Waterloo, Iowa, 319 is still rolling, still exists, you're American hip hop beast. Shout out to all rappers who are working hard, making good money, who are not bragging and who are not bullshitting. Peace. Welcome to work with me. If you're gonna give me good money. Papa like papers. God bless America, my home sweet home.